Hi, and welcome to this demo on demand on compliance, finding sensitive data without agent installs. So what is the problem with agent or endpoint installs or agents installed on your endpoints? Well, endpoint installs give you another surface to manage and an attack surface for potential nefarious activity on your network. Generally, these agents have a lot of permissions on the machine and maybe have security threats. They're also difficult to upgrade. You have to upgrade all of your endpoints if you're going to use an endpoint install solution. And you need a different one for every kind of operating system that you might have. This gets super complicated when you're dealing with mobile devices and Internet of Thing type applications. So how does concept searching avoid these endpoint installs? Well, basically, concept searching, from the name, is a search-based technology. And we have a crawler that can go out basically to any network point and crawl the content from there. Of course, there's some things you need to do in order to make that content available to concept searching. But you completely avoid your agent into the machine, which means you really reduce your attack surface and the risk and the complexity of having agents. It's much easier to share a network drive than it is to go and manage an agent on that machine constantly and worry about what it's up to. Agent installs have also been known to be detrimental in the performance of your endpoints as well. So why scan our data at rest, the data that we have in these endpoints or all across your servers and information, than just the data that's in motion? If it's being moved across a network, we can catch it. But data in motion is only identifiable when it moves. So you would have to have someone do something malicious or move that content or open that content for us to be able to identify it. Whereas scanning data at rest, we can find those latent, those hidden threats in our dark data that we normally wouldn't be able to find unless someone did something malicious. And that will make you more prepared for the eventuality. Also, we don't want to lock down all of our data in motion because often that's what people need to do their job. And being able to identify those threats in advance is going to give you an advantage over waiting for the threat to actually happen. So the big question I get from a lot of customers is, can I scan my endpoints? And the answer is yes. It's a little bit of configuration, but we can definitely scan those endpoints. So let's have a look at a live demo and see how we do that. First of all, in concept searching, you can see we have a UI, a web-based UI, which is produced from our server install for this software. It's a single server or a cluster of servers, depending on the scale. And it's very easy to set this up and manage this as its own unit. It can be taken down without any impact on the rest of your environment. We can add a number of different sources. Basically, anything you can come at us, we can somehow connect with one of these different sources. Plus, we have specific APIs for some more common systems like SharePoint, Box, and Content Server. But if we want to add an endpoint that may be a workstation or something, we can just first of all share that folder, and I think everyone knows how to do that. If we have a folder, then we want to share that out. We might choose our folder, get the properties for that folder, choose sharing, and share it. We can even share the whole drive if we choose advanced sharing and make those available to the network. Once we've got that, we can do our map for that server, that endpoint, whatever it is. This is my local machine that I want to index here. And I shared this bees folder. I'm going to map that, and I've got my password already in there. So I hit save, and now this is available, and we're going to go out and index that. It's as easy as that. So what do I need to do in order to do this? What do I need to use concept searching wise in order to do this? Well, you need our taxonomy manager, which is our component platform for scanning pet sensitive data and having a taxonomy that identifies that sensitive data. And we need the concept classifier platform that can connect to these different systems like file shares. Depending on the system you have, you may need an add-on to connect to that system like SQL, Box, or file shares. So the Benefits of using concept searching for this file analysis and scanning is no endpoint installs. It makes your job a lot easier. We just basically need network connectivity. We're pretty much operating system agnostic. As long as we can get a share or connect to the system, we can get that content and index it. We work with many different systems, as I showed you. The product is fast and very stable. And we have a single pane of glass for all compliance data. We don't have to worry about agents going down or different systems on different types of machines that we need to monitor and wait for reports on. So that's it. Thank you very much for attending my demo on demand. I hope it was helpful.